I'm going to show you the best place to build your base so you've got access to all materials in the game, and it's literally the only place that I would build even if I was to restart over. So where is it? Firstly, what's going on, you beautiful people? Three finger salute, welcome back to a brand new video. And also, if you want to join our guild, we're growing strong. The Discord link is down in the description. I'm live on Twitch Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, so see you over there if you want to come talk to me live. But let's jump into the game. So as you see here on the screen, this is our base. If you want to see inside it, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Also, I want to view some of your bases. So in the Discord, in the Dune section, once you've joined that, make sure you go to media or to the base builds, post your images in there, and then tell me your siege and I can come and visit it and have a look at your base. We can do a rate my base builds video, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out where is the best place to build your base. So when you start off the game, you'll start off in the area which is the Haga Basin South. Now, obviously, you'd build your first base here, but you'd abandon it when you move on. This base is not that great. You don't really want to be here. The only good thing that is here, yet again, is the likes of the Trooper and the Plantologist. But other than that, this area is not that great for you to be in. So you'd move up to the likes of the Vermilius Gap. Now, this is actually a really good area. Not every part of it is a good area, though. Just one specific area. And let me show you. So when you're in this area, when you're in the Vermilius Gap, you can start getting iron ore. Now, iron ore you can use to produce steel, and that means you can start getting upgrades and get some really good items. But in order to get steel, you're going to need to get carbon. But we can see at the Vermilius Gap, there is no carbon. So we'd go up, and then by going up, we can start getting carbon ore. So in theory, wouldn't we want to be in this area? Because here we got carbon, then we got some copper, but we don't have iron ore. So this is a problem. Now we've got carbon, but we haven't got iron. So we need to be in a sweet spot. Well, where would that sweet spot be? That sweet spot is literally just below it right here. Anywhere in the northern part of the western Vermilius Gap on these rock formations is absolutely ideal. If anything, I think this is the most optimal location. This is exactly where we have got our base. And why do I think this is the most optimal location? Well, for one, to make machineries or machines, you're going to have to get complex machinery. Well, we've got two of them here. You're going to need a source of water. So a source of water, a really good source is from bodies. Well, we can see here by looking out a little bit further, we've got loads of camps. So you could just come out, do a loop of the camps, back to base. You've got X amount of bodies and loads of blood. So you can literally farm hundreds of thousands of water per hour in this location with ease. You can farm complex machinery with ease. And also you've got the likes of the Imperial's testing station here. So if you need advanced servox or particle capacitors, you've also got that. But not only that, like I said, in order to get steel, you're going to need to have iron ore, which there's plenty of iron nodes around here. There's also granite nodes, so you can make your base pretty big. And then heading up here, you've got the carbon ore, which is just a very short crossing of the desert right here. But then you're probably thinking, but Death Wish, steel is not that far advanced. Well, news for you, if we literally look a little bit further, you've got aluminium, and then you look all the way around the top here, you've got loads and loads of aluminium. You've also got basalt up here, which is really, really good. Not only that, we've got multiple wrecks. You've got this wreck here, which gives you plastisteel, microflora fiber, and mechanical parts, excuse me, which means you can make some good armors. Now, you're also going to need the likes when you get to aluminium. You're going to need like diamond dust. You're going to need carbonite, I think they are, or carbon something to start making extra upgrades, whether it be the Orphanocopter, whether it be buggies. At high levels, you're going to need that sort of stuff. So where do you go to get that? Well, you'd have to go to this area right here. In here, by looting the chests. From the chests that you get in this area, you'll start to get diamande dust and other bits of bobs, rare materials to be able to craft higher machinery and obviously vehicles. Now, yet again, we then might need to go and get duraluminium. So how do you get duraluminium? Well, you'd need to have aluminium, which you find up here. You'd need water, which we get loads of here. And then you'd need that jasmine, which you get right from here in Sheol. So you are literally putting yourself here, which is the most optimal location to be able to get aluminium, complex machinery, iron, steel, copper, because there still is copper here, as well as granite, so you can build your base pretty big. And obviously all of the parts from the Imperial testing stations and the wrecks. And then you are close to get the jasmine, which is down here. And also a beautiful thing about this area is you get flour almost always here. Flour almost always here. You get spice blowouts here. You get ships crashing here all the time. You get ships crashing over here, I believe, all the time. You get a spice blowout here. So you get literally every single resource you can think of apart from one. Now, what is that one? It's going to be, I believe it's called cobalt. Or Ethereum or something, so you can make cobalt paste, sorry, to Ethereum, which you find inside of the Rift. Now, the Rift, yet again, is super duper easy to get to from here. Because we are at the northern part, we do have to worry about the quicksand, but if you're anywhere along here, you've got quicksand almost all the way across. So from where we are, the bonus is, all we got to do is head straight up, straight through, and then we can literally go straight through the mining facility there, or the mining facility here. Go in and fill your buggies up with loads and loads of material. We're right near the Atreides outpost as well right here, which is really good. So yes, what I would recommend is I'd strongly recommend you to build a base in the area that I am. Or if you were to, or you aren't able to build here in this area, which I still think this is the best area to build in, I would consider just moving anywhere in this area, whether it's a little bit further up, if it's somewhere here. Try and be as close as possible to this area as you can, because you're going to need complex machinery and you're going to need quite a lot of it. And if you look around the whole entire map, there's not many locations where you're going to be able to get this. Literally, the only other facilities are the ones here, the ironworks right here. So yes, like I said, come to this area, try and build anywhere in this area as close as you can to the location I am, so you can get complex machinery. Make sure you then from there you go and get your aluminiums, duraluminiums from the jazz mine over here, and then you've got all of the resources you can think from. I did speak a lot, but I wanted to make sure that I let you know the exact best location to build it, because then you've got all the luxuries, like I said, because you can farm it super duper easy. You can easily go ahead and get yourself one of these bad boys right from the start, which for some reason it's not coming out. Because it's not coming out, because it's already up there parked. So let's go ahead and get our ornithopter. We don't need to. It's parked and it's absolutely fine. But let me give you a little sneak peek inside of the base. If we come out here and we go down, this is the first entrance, the grand entrance to the base, which this is going to be with all the vehicles of the guild, but obviously the guild mates still catching up. I did a 24-hour stream, so yes, come over to the Twitch Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, and make sure you come and watch, or just come over and watch. If you want to get Twitch drops as well, there's Twitch drops on at the moment, and we've got a factory on the first floor. We've got loads of rooms, and as you can see, it goes pretty far back, and if you didn't know, it goes pretty darn high. Not here, that all the way up there. So yeah, let me know in the description or the comments down below if you want to see a base view build video. But if you want to know the best location, this is literally the best location. I couldn't recommend it anymore. Come to the north of the Western Vermilius Gap, just because you've got all of the materials around you, so you can craft all the way into the future. And yet again, being here, you're still halfway to the shield wall, which is really easy to get to. You just fly over here and there you're into the deep desert. So you're saving that journey in half and you've got all the materials. I could talk for England. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.